Hey everyone, happy Sunday. It is Sunday, September the 1st, if you can believe that. We're already going on the ninth month of the year. And as everyone knows, there is a new moon coming tomorrow on the 2nd. So if you have not seen our videos regarding the new moon on our Friday Live, Dawn did an exceptional job of giving us information regarding setting intentions for the new moon, and this is a very powerful one. So happy Sunday. If you're just joining for the first time, we do daily videos 7 days a week. We do a live on Mondays at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and Fridays, I believe we're going to be switching to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this coming Friday, but we will post all that in the times. So we are on for tomorrow for Labor Day, so please feel free to join us and we will have more conversation, hear about what's going on in your energy, your world, and also we'll be pulling cards, as many as we can get in for the holiday. So anyway, started off today, not exactly sure what message wanted to come through. So I decided to start pulling some oracle cards to see what messages wanted to come through today. So I think there's some pretty interesting feedback. And so this is for the collective. So hopefully for someone out there, this message will resonate. And I wanted to start with just a message, and this is from the Angel Guide. And this message just continues to keep coming up: ease and grace, ease and grace. And this is all about being in the flow and not being too much in a hurry, kind of slowing it down. And this is a wonderful weekend to do so, because this is our last big holiday in the United States before the Thanksgiving holidays in November. So it's the last chance to rest, recharge your batteries, and unwind. And so this is a time to learn and adapt. You're being guided to slow down, to take a breather, and to flow like water. And I love this depiction. You see this water flowing between his hands, and he looks very Buddha-ish here. And so right now, give yourself permission just to relax and just not to do too much and not to be worried about a lot. So that's the first message that wanted to come out. Now, what was interesting was there was a message, and I have to thank Wendy for this. And I just got this deck. It's called Alice in Wonderland Oracle. And this is just a lovely, beautiful deck, the way that the artistry is. And so I pulled the card, Law is Not Justice. And basically, this is like the Justice card. And for someone out there, you have experienced an injustice, something that wasn't fair, and it doesn't feel very good. And so it says, that Alice has found herself in a situation that is very unfair. But this is about being judged unfairly, about someone either making assumptions about a situation or not assuming positive intent. And so this is a card that says, hey, if you've been in this situation, remember that judgment for all of us is something that we need to watch. We can observe behavior, but we need to get out of that old pattern of judging others, and especially judging when we make assumptions based on situations and not necessarily with all the facts. So if you've been dealt an injustice, I think there's something there that you need to consider, because the next card that I pulled randomly out of the Archangel deck was Archangel Gabriel. And Archangel Gabriel is about speaking our truth. And so for some of you, if you've been dealt this injustice, have you actually spoken up and spoken your truth? Now, you don't have to be unkind and you don't have to be mean in the way that you express yourself, but are you holding back the truth of the situation or the way it made you feel? And is there an opportunity to approach someone who has wronged you, or there is a conflict that you feel very unjustly treated? Archangel Gabriel is guiding you to speak your truth. And oftentimes our throat chakras get clogged up. And so this is another sign. If you're feeling coughing, or you can't speak very clearly, or you're getting, I'm getting it right now, getting choked up, or you can't speak, this is Archangel Gabriel just reminding you that it's time to speak your truth. So whatever has happened with this individual that you have felt unjustly treated or it's not been fair to you, again, this is just an opportunity. And for many of us, self included, oftentimes it's easier not to rock the boat and not to say anything. However, what ends up happening, especially in my case, I will let it brew and brew and brew, and at some point I'll just explode if I don't speak the truth. So this is an opportunity that Spirit is guiding you, that wherever there is an injustice, that take the time and take a moment to speak your truth and kind of stand in your authenticity. And I think that will allow you stand in your strength, stand in your authenticity. Now, what's interesting as well is I pulled some tarot cards, and consistently the message is pretty much the same. You have been waiting. This is the Three of Wands, and this is a card where you've already set your expectations, but you're playing the waiting game. So maybe you've been waiting on this person to come towards you, and you've asked for an apology. Page of Cups oftentimes is a simple message either of love or support, but oftentimes it can be an apology. So you've been waiting and you've been playing a waiting game, and you've been asking for this person or wishing that they would come back around. And what the universe is basically wanting to bring you is the Ace of Wands. And we don't get aces all the time. So take this one and run with it, because this is a brand new, fresh start. Could be in a new cycle of a relationship, could be a fresh start in terms of communication. But Spirit is actually saying, okay, it is time for the old to close, but you must speak your truth. So you've been waiting for this person to come forward with an apology, and perhaps they're not coming. So the opportunity with Archangel Gabriel is to take the courage and take the opportunity to speak your truth, but there's a way to do it. Now, I asked for clarity also on this new beginning, the Five of Wands. So we've gotten a lot of wands here. So a lot of action, a lot of movement. And Five of Wands can be a card of conflict. So it would suggest that if you are going about this apology or wanting to get the apology or have this unjust behavior balanced and rectified, you might have some conflict with this person as you approach. Let me ask for Spirit's guidance. Any additional guidance for if you come forward to this person to work through it? Is there any additional guidance? Goodness, a lot of cards flew out. Yep. Seven of Pentacles. So this can be a card of choosing options, but also patience. So have patience with yourself, but also have patience with the process, and step back and figure out what's the best way to approach this individual, because they could end up being defensive. However, Archangel Gabriel is basically saying it's time to honor your authenticity. It's time to speak your truth. And you can do it in a kind and loving way. You don't have to be evil when you do it. So I asked for two parting messages. Okay, so if you're in this camp and you know that someone has done you wrong, done you dirty, and you want to work through it, you have an opportunity with the Ace of Wands and the guidance from Archangel Gabriel to go forth and make this happen. However, I'm not sure it's going to be an easy task. So the question I think you have to ask yourself is, do I value this relationship enough to work my way through it? Because they may not even recognize the impact that they had on me. And so it's my job to hold myself accountable to express my truth. So getting calm, getting grounded, and looking at it from the standpoint of trying to balance this injustice so that you can work through it is the way to go about setting your intention and having that come to fruition. So I'm going to give you a couple of last messages that might help you as you look at moving forward to rectify or to address the situation. And maybe it's just been bothering you on your mind and on your heart, and you just haven't been able to get through it. So I pulled this card. This is from the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck, and this is called Universal Love. In Angie style, Angie is one of our numerologists, and so it's a master number 44, which ends up being eighth. Eighth is the strength card. So this card is a beautiful card, and I think it's a great message for a Sunday. The frequency of universal love activates the connection we feel to one another, to our planet, and to the whole of existence itself. Love is probably the most sought after, mysterious, and fulfilling feeling that a human can experience. As vibrational beings, we hold our thoughts and our emotions, and from that vibrational point of attention, we attract everything else into our reality. Love is one of those highest frequencies. When we are in a state of love, we easily attract circumstances and people into our reality that are aligned with that frequency. Human beings are capable of feeling deep compassion and love, not just for one another, but for all life in general. It describes how a parent feels towards a child. As an example, love is a powerful force that drives our actions, motivates our behaviors, and can change the course of our lives. When we remember that everyone and everything is connected to the same source, we can overcome any perceived differences, join our power together towards a more conscious reality, one based in love. And we've been talking about the energies of what's going on the planet, and the fact that it's going to be a bumpy ride. It has been bumpy. And for many of you, and certainly for me, the energy's just been going up and down, up and down, up and down. And every time you open a news app or you hear someone talking, it's doom and gloom. It's always something that's negative. And so I think we've been talking about this for months, that we must stay grounded, go out in nature, turn off your phone, don't read the news, don't watch the news, and stay in love and peace. And that is your recipe. I listened to Pam Gregory, UK astrologer, and she talks about dropping into your heart center. And when you feel fear or anger or any very strong emotion that triggers you, drop into the heart. And so as these energies continue to cycle up and down, and we're like the tail wagging the dog, or we're at the end of the rope, and the rope is going up, up and down, make sure that you're staying grounded, meditate, walk out in nature, put your bare feet on the grass if you have grass, and just don't engage. And I love to say this phrase, and I say it often, the best way to engage in thermonuclear war is not to engage. And so situations of conflict, polarized points of view, you're not going to change them. I'm not going to change them. And so let's just stay in love and peace. The last message, and I'll let you go for Sunday and hopefully go off to a barbecue or to a pool party. This is from the Rumi Oracle, and this is a new deck for me as well. And I wasn't sure what I was going to get today, but I got the Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Look at that intense energy. Looks like a lot of Mars energy there. Aries energy. All right. In this Rumi quote, okay, don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. And I'm not exactly sure what Rumi meant by that. And I love Rumi. But basically, this is around your passion. And again, this is around connecting to the passion of your own soul. Passion is the bridge that leads you from a smaller truth that suffering is necessary in order to heal towards a larger, more luscious experience of life as a divine embrace. Yes, sometimes the divine love, all enthusiasm, sometimes bites you too hard or grabs you with so much desire that a bruise remains. However, the passion behind such fervent embrace can leave you begging for more life. If you are able to rise to the passion that is possible for you, you'll let the wild red mother consume your philosophies and doctrines. She'll grab your hands and spin with you. She'll tilt your head back and laugh so wildly with you, spinning together. What a daring and bold love for life that will not be squashed that the Wild Mother speaks to you now. You can choose passion over fear time and time again. And I think the Ace of Wands, again, is our card of passion and starting afresh and starting new. So if you're looking at this opportunity with this individual where you have this conflict, it's time to speak your truth. And you can do this. And it is time to go with the flow, to relax, basically to let Archangel Gabriel guide you with the right communication to be authentic to who you are, but to speak up and to speak your truth. So hopefully this resonated for someone out there. Have a great Sunday today. The new moon's tomorrow, so please set your intentions. Dawn has done a video on the new moon ritual with Hecate, which is awesome. If you haven't seen it, it is in our playlist, and it was posted in our Friday video. But again, happy Sunday, September the 1st. Everyone be safe with the holiday. And again, we're so honored that you have joined us. And please like, subscribe, and share if you want a private reading. We do readings for anyone, and our information, because all of our readers are exceptional. And so you can find information about that. Please join us tomorrow, Labor Day, at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. For now, we will let you go. Signing off. Happy Sunday. Thanks so much, everyone. Bye. Well, bye now.